Football League is on the air. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Cousins. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Cousins now. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To throw, Cousins. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though. Yeah,
but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. but oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Throwing is Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you know,
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ballgame, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Steps away to his left. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Ray McLeod. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Falcon football. In motion, the tight end. Now Cousins. And caught by London. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Excellent catch there by Pitts. And there aren't many players in his position who can rival the type of athleticism he brings to the table. Here in year 4, the Falcons, they're expecting a monster year from him.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, it's Cousins. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Muscles him off. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he's going to be brought down on what'll be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Here's Wilson. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They go play action with Wilson. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Wilson now off the bootleg. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing again here, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
And this young man's potential is off the charts. Twitchy, versatile, just needs more experience playing. 5 sacks in 2023, a career high while at Clemson. His explosiveness jumps off the screen.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Throwing is Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Cousins. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now Wilson. He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
2nd down and 4. On the give, this is Harris. Now he's loose at the 40. Najee Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, 75 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Cousins to throw it. Looking deep here from Mooney. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Fourth down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here's Wilson. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Wilson. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Shedding the tackle. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second down and 8. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll send a tight end in motion right. On third down, here's Harris. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 43, here's second down at 7. Now it's Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. That is caught, and that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
2nd and 6. Here's Wilson to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I can put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They go play action now. Wilson. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Van Jefferson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
Throwing, Cousins. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Here's Cousins. Completes a Mooney on the slant. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his 1st. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They go play action. Cousins. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, Cousins. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London from 10 yards out. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 151 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield, and then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll go down at the 28. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Boswell's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 9. 1:52 to play. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. He's got Mooney. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And now the attention on the Falcons offense. Trailing in this one now. 1:45 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Here's 2nd down and 3. Cousins. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. Here's 2nd down. Now Cousins. That's complete to Mooney. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Cousins. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. 5 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? And in the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.